There is a mystery that has puzzled many for centuries. A force that shields certain individuals from the effects of spells, curses, and dark rituals. No matter how much witchcraft is performed against them, no matter how many attempts are made to manipulate their destiny, nothing seems to work. Those who engage in spiritual warfare have witnessed it firsthand. Some people are simply untouchable. The question is, why? Before we continue, if you know deep down that you are one of the chosen ones, type 444 in the comments right now. Let the world see how many chosen ones are awakening. It all comes down to a power that overrides any dark force. A protection so absolute that even those who practice witchcraft have admitted its existence. It's not about luck. It's not about coincidence. It's about spiritual authority. Certain individuals walk this earth with a divine mark. They may not even be aware of it, but in the unseen world, it is clear as day. These individuals are called, chosen, and set apart. This is why attacks against them fail. Spells lose their power, rituals backfire, and those who attempt to bring harm often find themselves suffering the very misfortune they wished upon another. But how does this protection work? And why doesn't witchcraft work on chosen ones? The answer lies in spiritual law. Just as the physical world has laws, gravity, motion, energy, the spiritual realm operates under unbreakable principles. One of the most powerful of these is the law of divine authority. Darkness cannot override light. It is impossible. The moment light appears, darkness must flee. No negotiation, no exceptions. This is why truly chosen individuals cannot be touched by dark forces. The light within them is too powerful. Throughout history, we've seen this protection in action. In ancient times, rulers and sorcerers tried to use magic and dark forces to control the people of God. Pharaoh's magicians in Egypt could turn staffs into snakes, perform rituals, and manipulate nature. When they faced Moses, their power had limits. They could not stand against divine authority. The same happened in Babylon. King Nebuchadnezzar's astrologers and sorcerers thought they controlled the realm of spirits, but when Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, the unseen power protecting him was greater than anything they had ever witnessed. They could not explain why he was untouched. Just as many today cannot understand why some people seem invincible to spiritual attacks. But what about in today's world? Even now, those who walk in divine purpose experience this same phenomenon. They are targeted, yet they rise. Attacked, yet they remain standing. And those who attempt to use witchcraft against them often face a terrible reality. It doesn't work. Many practitioners of dark arts have spoken about it. They talk of clients who come to them, desperate to curse an enemy, only to find their spells rendered useless. Some even report that trying to harm these individuals results in severe consequences. The spell rebounds, chaos follows, and their own lives spiral out of control. This is because the spiritual realm enforces justice. When harm is sent towards someone covered by divine protection, it is returned to the sender. This is known as the boomerang effect, a principle seen throughout history. In the book of Esther, a man named Haman plotted to destroy an entire people. He built gallows to hang his enemy, but in the end, he was the one who perished there. The trap he set became his own downfall. This is not just an ancient story. It is a pattern in the spiritual realm. Those who dig a pit for the chosen will fall into it themselves. Those who attempt to bind them will find themselves bound. But why are chosen ones so protected? What makes them different? It all comes down to alignment. They are not perfect, but they walk in divine purpose. They are connected to a source far greater than any earthly force. It's not about words or rituals, it's about identity. A chosen one does not need candles, crystals, or protective charms. Their defense is built into their very being. Their power is in their connection to divine truth. And this is what darkness fears the most. Because the moment someone realizes who they truly are, they become untouchable. This is why many chosen individuals go through life feeling different. They face opposition, even from childhood. They are misunderstood. They experience spiritual attacks, not because they are weak, but because the enemy sees their potential before they do. But no attack prospers, no spell succeeds, and no amount of dark manipulation can change their destiny. If you have ever felt different, if you have ever wondered why people try to attack you spiritually, yet you remain standing, type 444 in the comments, and let the world know you are divinely protected. In the modern world, we hear countless stories of people who have been targeted by witchcraft, only to find that nothing happened. Some experience supernatural protection in ways they can't explain. Sudden interventions, unexplained escapes. a sense of peace even in the face of spiritual warfare. But those who have tried to harm them, many report devastating consequences, financial ruin, mysterious illnesses, even tragic losses. Because when you attempt to tamper with divine purpose, the consequences are severe. This is why the most powerful defense against darkness is not fear. It is not fighting fire with fire. It is standing firm in truth, walking in purpose, recognizing that nothing sent against you can succeed. This is a reality that those who practice darkness do not want you to know. The illusion of power is just that, an illusion. No witch, no spell, no curse can override divine will. Many have tried, all have failed. So if you have ever wondered why some people seem immune to spiritual attacks, now you know. It is not luck, it is not chance, it is authority, it is power, and it is unbreakable. Because at the end of the day, darkness cannot win against those who walk in the light. So if you have ever felt different, if you have ever faced unexplained resistance in life, if people have tried to stop you, silence you, or attack you for no reason, it's because you were meant to hear this message. You are one of them. You are chosen, and nothing, no force, no curse, no darkness, can change that. Because no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and that is why witchcraft does not work on chosen ones. There is another truth that many fail to realize. It's not just that witchcraft doesn't work on chosen ones, it's that the very attempt to use it against them can set off a chain reaction of consequences that no spellcaster or dark practitioner is prepared for. You see, there's a hidden cost to tampering with divine protection. The spiritual realm operates like a court of law, and when someone tries to attack a chosen one, they unknowingly place themselves under judgment. They open doors they can't close. They invite forces into their own lives that they were never meant to deal with. History is filled with examples of this. Time and time again, those who have sought to bring down the chosen have faced unexpected and often tragic ends. Some have fallen into obscurity, their influence stripped away. Others have faced public disgrace, their secrets exposed for the world to see. And some have met an even darker fate, because when you try to curse what God has blessed, you are fighting against an immovable force. And yet, despite this reality, some still attempt it. Why? Because they do not understand what they are dealing with. Most people assume witchcraft is about casting spells and lighting candles. They think it's about rituals and words whispered in the dark. But true spiritual warfare goes far deeper. It's not just about actions, it's about authority. And chosen ones do not operate on the same level as the rest of the world. They move differently, they think differently, they attract favor in ways that defy logic. And when people see this, they become envious. They try to fight against it, to undermine it, to manipulate outcomes. But what they don't realize is this: the more they fight against a chosen one, the more they accelerate that person's destiny. Look at Joseph in the Bible. His own brothers tried to destroy him, selling him into slavery, believing they had erased his future. But all they did was position him for greatness. What they meant for harm became the very thing that led to his promotion. This is a recurring theme. Every attempt to silence, stop, or curse a chosen one only serves to elevate them. Because their path is not determined by man. It is not controlled by external forces. It is set by something higher, something unstoppable. And that is what makes them so dangerous to the forces of darkness. There's something else too. Something that shakes those who practice the occult to their core. The more they try to come against a chosen one, the more they expose themselves. The spiritual world has a law that few talk about. Hidden enemies cannot stay hidden forever. The moment they make a move, they reveal their position. They expose their intentions. And chosen ones? They may not always react right away, but they see it. They feel it. They know. This is why so many chosen individuals have experienced betrayals, false accusations, and sudden attacks from unexpected places. People they once trusted have turned on them. Friends have become enemies. But here's the secret. This isn't a loss. This is a revelation. Because chosen ones do not fight battles they don't need to fight. They don't waste energy engaging in spiritual wars that have already been won. When someone is revealed as an enemy, they don't panic, they don't seek revenge. They simply step aside and let divine justice handle it. And it always does. So, if you've ever noticed that people who have tried to harm you suddenly start facing their own struggles. If you've ever seen someone who attacked you suddenly start losing what they thought they had control over, understand this. It's not karma. It's not coincidence. It's the enforcement of spiritual law. Because no matter how many spells are cast, no matter how many rituals are performed, Nothing can override the purpose set upon a chosen one's life. And that is why witchcraft will never work on those who walk in divine light.